Hi, welcome to, I haven't vlogged in my car for a really long time, and I thought it was a good day to do that. I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done a let's go to town with me and do some stupid errands that I don't want to do. I do not like, contrary to popular belief, I do not like shopping. Correction, I like shopping for fun stuff. I don't like shopping when I have to shop for feed and groceries. Now, if there was Amazon or Shopify or something for chicken feed and stuff that I am bothered to go get, but I have to go get at least once a week or once every week and a half, I would be in friggin' heaven. I'd never leave my house. Because honestly, most of the stuff I order is online. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hi. I have done this before in my car. I'll put a little card up here, but it's been a little while. And I should have the top off my Jeep today because it's really nice out, but I'm going to be running in some stores. I don't want to do that. Sometimes I'm a little concerned. Today I am wearing a new shirt from a huge haul that I just did. I have to still edit the video to put up, but you're going to love it. It was so fun. What's really funny is the shirt and the shoes I'm wearing are bougie, super expensive, but I got them on sale for 50% off. And then I'm wearing shorts from Old Navy and my mom's hat, which was free. So it's kind of like a mix of free, very cheap, and very expensive, and I love it. I just wish I could wear sunglasses. I've had prescription sunglasses before, and I really didn't like them. I really despise those transitional, the ones that you go outside and they turn to sunglasses and you come back in and they go regular. I hate those, don't suggest those, they don't work for me. The reason is I have an open floor plan house with, my home has tons of windows, it has a lot of light, and I am constantly in and out of my back door, out onto the deck, and then I go downstairs and I go out to the yard, and then I go out and get my mail, then I come back in. I am in and out of the front or the back door or the patio or something at least 5-6 times a day. It would be so annoying. Oh my God, it'd be like every 10 minutes, probably once on the hour, my sunglasses would be turning dark when I don't need them to, because I'm just going to go outside for a few minutes and come back in. I wish there was technology where, okay, say I get in my car and I'm like, I'm going to be driving for 20 minutes. Now I want them to be sunglasses. They need a switch. Someone needs to invent this. If I could invent this, I would be a billionaire. Someone needs to invent those transition lenses that go dark in the sun, you know, sunglasses to light, and you need to have an on and off switch. Why has no one thought of inventing this? I hope somebody's out there trying to invent that, because I'd buy that shit. So that if you're at home and you don't need them switching back and forth all the time, you have a little tiny button, you know, nanotechnology thing where you switch them off. Okay, now I'm starting to sound like Tony Stark, and I love it. And then when you do want them to work, say you're going out for the day, or you're going to be out at a beach, you're going to be out somewhere, I don't know, wherever, or like I am now doing a lot of driving, then I would click them on now, and I would probably leave them on until I get home. Then when I get home, I go click, okay, I don't need the transitional lenses anymore. I honestly don't need sunglasses on every 5 minutes when I go outside. So yeah, that's my rant about glasses. And I am now overdue for an eye appointment, which I keep putting off because I keep having other things. But you know, whatever, I'll get to it. My eyes have not changed they've barely changed in 2 years. So it's not so much that I need a checkup, it's more that I just want new glasses because I'm really over these. I liked them 2 years ago or a year ago. I got them, you know what's funny? My husband and I went and got our eye exams and our glasses literally the Friday before our entire town shut down for the first lockdown last year in March of 2020, the first pandemic lockdown. We went and got our eye appointments, and then literally like 3 days later, everything shut down. And it took a couple of weeks to get our glasses because everything was so slow and everything was shut down and blah, blah, blah. But we did finally get them. And when we went to get them, it was like, that was the first round where everybody was freaked out. It was like we were getting ready to leave the house, and we're like, why don't we have gas masks, you know? And we went to the place to pick up our glasses, and there was a sign on the door, you have to call, no one can come in. And I had to call, and I had to stand 6 feet away. I mean, they couldn't, I'm like, how are they going to fit my glasses and make sure they don't fall off my face if they can't even get near me? You know, I don't know. So that was annoying. And I waited until now. I have had both my vaccines. It'll be a week this Wednesday that I've had both of them. I will probably make my appointment. Well, this Wednesday. Let's talk about my anxiety again about Eliza. I already talked about it in one video. You're going to hear about it until she's out of that dental this Wednesday. My little Iggy Eliza, who is always stealing the show in my videos, my pushy little girl, she's getting a dental. If you don't know about Italian Greyhounds, they have crappy teeth. They have what's called a scissor bite. It's a breed problem. The breed just, because of the way they have the long snout and the what's called a scissor bite, they tend to have really bad teeth. And especially when you, like me, adopt a mill rescue, and the rescue dogs that have very questionable backgrounds and hereditary issues, possibly, you don't know, they always need dentals. So it's just a breed issue. So it's expected that, and Chinese Cresteds also have bad teeth. I like the two breeds that have crap teeth. Chinese Cresteds, little known fact, the hairless gene is also attached to dentition. So the genes that cause the hairlessness in Chinese Cresteds also tends to cause problems with dentition and bad teeth and missing teeth. A lot of hairless, true hairlesses, especially like my Voodoo was, they tend to be born not even with a full mouth of teeth. They might be missing teeth. They might just not have all of them come in. They never develop all the way. And even when they do have teeth, they're real weird. They get what's almost like called little fangs. They have really strange dentition. So that gene is actually connected to the hairless gene. So usually when you see a hairless animal, not always, but they can have strange tooth issues. It's lucky me, I love two breeds that have weird tooth issues. The good thing about the Chinese Cresteds, though, is usually they just have either no teeth or their teeth fall out, or they don't. I've never had a Crested except Luna need a dental, and Luna is overdue for a dental too. She's on a diet right now. I'm really proud. Luna just lost a pound. In the past week, I got her down a pound. She's on a special diet. She is mad at me because I am measuring her food, not letting her scour any of the other food bowls. I'm not letting her go around when everybody's done and eat the extra kibble and steal their food and lick their plates and blah, blah, blah. Because she does that all the time. And that's how she gets fat. But I'm not letting her do that this time. So she's doing pretty well, though. She just is always looking around. She's like me. She's always hungry. We have that in common now. But she lost a pound, so I'm really happy. I'm going to start weighing her every Monday. But she needed to lose weight. Now, from her highest weight, I think she's already down like 3 pounds. So I'm happy about that. She has bad knees, and because of the bad knees, she's not very active. And because she's not very active, she gains weight and doesn't burn any calories. So it's kind of a vicious circle. It's hard to get her to lose weight and keep weight off unless I keep her always on a very low calorie diet. She's not active because of the bad knees. So I want to get this weight off her. Then I want to see, is there anything we can do for her knees? We discussed surgery for her knees, her vet and I, years and years ago, 5 years ago when I adopted her. She said right now she's okay. In the future, it may get to a point where you need to do surgery on her. It's a major surgery. I mean, this could end up being like a $7,000, $8,000 surgery, and a lot for her. She's not getting any younger. She's, I think, 7 now. So I don't, it's a thing where is her comfort and pain threshold? Is she in pain? I don't think she's comfortable. That's just my vibe. That's why I want to get this weight off of her, and I want to get her to the vet. Over the last year, I just see her muscle tone in the back is really declining. I keep an eye on my dogs like you wouldn't believe. I am the most overprotective, crazy dog person ever. But I've been through everything with dogs, so I have to be. I've had so many dogs in my life, and I always take in the health problem ones and the special needs and the seniors. So over the years, over 20 years, I've pretty much seen almost everything or taken in dogs that have had almost every problem. Broken legs, luxating patellas. My first foster girl, Tippy, this one had a liver shunt. CHF, congestive heart failure, beeps. Bailey had hypothyroidism. So, and that's just some of them. That's not even everything. I mean, I've had, and Tippy had autoimmune disease. So we dealt with that. That was the least fun of all of them. Now Trudy and Rusty both are fighting degenerative disc problems. They're both on 2 different meds for that, twice a day. But that's what happens when you get rescues and seniors sometimes. Not always. I've had rescues. Odie and Cairo, 2 of my rescues, lived to 17, 18 years old. Terrible breeding. Not a problem. Died of old age. I mean, they didn't even die. They died like pretty much peacefully at home in my arms of old age. So, and they were Italian Greyhounds. So it's not to say, I don't want those people out there going, that's why I don't get rescue dogs, because they get all kinds of problems. That is absolutely not true. I have friends who have had rescue dogs who have lived to ripe old ages, and a lot of times the mixed breeds and rescue dogs that are mutts and mixed breeds, man, those guys hang around forever. They're just hardcore. It's like they got the best of all the genes. At least Jamie's have. And they're just like around forever. They're bulletproof. Don't not get a rescue dog because you think, oh, I'm taking in one that's definitely going to have health problems. Totally not true. At least, I want to say 4 or 5 of the Iggies, about half the Iggies I've rescued have not had any health problems, and they died just of ripe old age kind of things. Just their bodies gave out, they got old. 17, 18 is a good age. Rusty was originally, the people who got her at a pet store. She came from a puppy mill. So Rusty was a mill puppy and got sent to a pet store, and the people bought her and didn't know they were buying a dog with really the worst luxating patellas. Their lifestyle changed. They were just horrified to have to give her up. They were bawling their eyes out. So in their case, I'm not like, oh, you got a puppy and then you gave her up for a stupid reason. They had a really good reason. It was very unselfish of them to give her up. They did what was best for her. Also, she's now my husband's heart dog, and she's been with us almost 17 and a half years. But Rusty has just been awesome. She has never, knock on wood, had a health problem in 17 years until just recently with the disc problem. She did have the luxating patellas. That was a hereditary thing, bad kneecaps. Got her surgery for those way back in the day when she was only a couple years old. We lived in Michigan at the time, and she had that surgery, and she broke 2 legs in the course of her lifetime, her 2 front legs. So all 4 of her legs are technically bionic now, which I joke is why we have the Terminator puppy. That's why she's going on 18 this year and hanging on, because I swear we've put so much machinery and plates and screws into this dog. I think she's going to be around forever. What God can only hope. Woo! We're hoping. So Rusty, puppy mill dog, bad breeding, and she was around, she's still around, and her predecessor, Velocity, my very first Italian Greyhound, was from a puppy mill. Velocity lived to be 16 and a half, and the only thing that stopped her was she got a weird form of cancer. We lost her to that. I would have liked to see her make it to 20 years old. My goal in life is to have an Italian Greyhound that makes it to like 20 or 21 years old. I'm really pushing for Rusty to get there. I mean, she is on the struggle bus though, that little thing. But if anybody could make it, it's her. But can she make it another 2.5 years? If I'm being very honest, I hate to say this, but I'm being very honest, but knowing what I know about how they age and what she looks like now, no. And I hate that. I want her to make it to 20 years old, but I don't think she will, because, and it's not fair to her, because, oh, I want her to, I'm being egotistical and selfish. I want her to. Why? Just so she can get some like random number that I have this arbitrary number in mind. And as humans, we get that like number thing in mind, like, oh, she has to make it to this. Why did she only make it to this? And the numbers are so stupid when you really think about it, because Rusty has had more love in her life from her previous family and from us than some dogs that will have in only 6 months. Or some dogs will have, if a dog lived 50 years, I would say Rusty like has had more love Rusty has had more love than a lot of humans have had in an entire lifetime. And that is a sad statement on humanity, I might add. But, you know, there it is. And people say, oh, well, you're such an animal person. You know, why don't you care about people as much? Oh, believe me, you have no idea. Don't get me started about that. And I'm just doing you know what, this is turning into a stream of consciousness discussion, and I love it. And another thing, I really resent when people come along. Now I'm going to rant a little bit. I'm just going to rant until I get to the feed store, and then we'll stop. I really resent that shit when people come along, and pardon my French, but I'm going to get angry. So if you have kids, cover their ears or leave the room. Or if you don't like swearing. I swear on my channel. I'm sorry, I do. I used to work with truck drivers. I was raised with 4 brothers who actually didn't swear much. My family didn't swear. Then I got in a band. I was a musician and an artist, and oh my God, once I started working with truck drivers, and I worked in a dispatch with truck drivers for years, I swear like a truck driver now, and I'm sorry, I try not to do it. My husband doesn't even like it. It's pretty bad when my husband is like potty mouth. He's gonna make me have a swear jar one of these days. He has called me out on my swearing in the past, so I've tried to cut down on it. But I'm going to just get a little ranty. So I get really upset and really rankled and really bothered and angry when people go, oh, you're a vegetarian or you're a vegan. Oh, you care so much about animals. Why don't you care about starving children? Why don't you care about the homeless? As if I am so fucking shallow that I can only care about one thing at a time. You know what? Most people would explode if they had to live in my brain. I wake up on a daily basis so empathetic and hurting for so many things on this planet. I get sad for plants, okay? I get sad for forests that are being cut down. I get sad for forests that are burning and the animals that are in them and the bugs that are in the forest that are burning and dying. So don't tell me that I can't care about animals and the planet and the people who live on it. I care about the whole planet, as in everything that lives on it, including the people. And people really need to stop doing that crap to vegans especially, and vegetarians, and saying, oh, why don't you care as much about people as you do about animals? Me, 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 me. You know, we're not stupid and we're not that shallow. The thing about being vegan or vegetarian is usually it comes from a place that you're a compassionate person. You're a compassionate, feeling person, and you really care about people. And I'm hitting a drive-through so I can rant longer. Plus, I got a Voss water today. Look, glass bottle. I hate plastic. I have a glass bottle. Why is everyone in this lane? Dude, go into the other lane. I'm just gonna, you know what? This drive-thru's crazy. I'm not waiting in this line. I changed my mind. This is too nuts. I got things to do today. And you know what else? Good for me. Give me a shout out right here. Give me a cheer. I lost 3 pounds. I am not hitting a drive-thru because I really wanted to get French fries and a Coke, and I'm not. I'm going to drink my water, and I'm going to go buy a sad salad and eat a sad salad and have my water and not have my French fries and a Coke like I want. Now my rant's about food. No, so anyway, if you're one of those people who thinks that way, or you know somebody, it's up to you people too. Like, if you hear somebody saying that stuff, oh, those animal people, why can't they care about people? You know what? Say, you know what? That's not fair. Don't do that. You don't know this person. You don't know what they're about. You don't know what their heart is. You don't know what they're feeling inside. Don't do that. It's not cool. It's just not cool. It is not cool to do that to people. And it's not fair to, you know, people, you have no idea who they are. You don't know them. And you're going to make assumptions about what they care about and don't care about. Bullshit. Okay. So I'm at the feed store. Let's take a pause and I can breathe. And then we'll go back to talking about dogs. Be right back. La, la, la. Okay, so I got, oh my God, weightlifting for the morning. I got 8 50-pound bags of feed. Oh my God, I am so happy I didn't go hit drive-through. I mean, do I want drive-through? Yes. Do I want French fries and a Coke? Yes. Do I need it? No. Wait a minute. This tastes really weird. What is... It's Voss Sparkling. Okay, well, that's disappointing because I thought, no wonder. Okay, so I got this Voss Sparkling at Home Goods. And I did not... I'm like, oh, I love Voss. Why is this so cheap? Now we know. I did not read the label. It's Voss Sparkling. Although I will say... For sparkling, I don't hate it. I do not like sparkling water, okay? I don't like it. So where am I going today and why am I recording a vlog about it? Now that I'm done, whoa! I think I can make it through this light. Yes, I can. Yes, queen! In the Jeep. This Jeep kicks ass. My Jeep is so awesome. Let me know, comment below if you ever want to do a tour of my Jeep. I'll actually... do the outside and the inside and show you all the cool stuff about it because my Jeep is stellar. She's a beauty. It's my dream car. If somebody offered me a Lamborghini or a McLaren or any other kind of fancy, like hundreds of thousands of dollars a car and said, we'll give you this, but you have to give us your Jeep, I'd be like, oh, hell no. And I'm not lying. I'm not making that up. I really would not give up my Jeep for anything. Would not give up my Jeep for anything. Not for any of those cars. No way, no how, no. A new. Plus, you know, if you know about Jeeps and turning radius, they're pretty freaking cool. So, as I almost got into the spot. So what I'm doing now is I do have to run in the grocery store. I have to grab a few things to make my hubby's lunches for the week. Dinner is HelloFresh all week, so I'll be posting that. But I do have to go in and grab some things for his lunches. God, it got really dark in here, didn't it? Then I have to go do a dollar store challenge again for the second week in a row for the podcast this Wednesday. I'll be back. I'm going shopping. Bye. Okay, so I'm done with all of my shopping and I'm about to head home. I have successfully got everything I needed to get. Time to head back, get back to work at the house. Oh, I could take my mask off now. Heading home to edit. I already have things uploaded today, so that's good. Uh-oh.
Incoming call from...
Oh my God, so that was funny. I thought that was maybe Jeremy calling. Exciting, that was our countertop maker calling to schedule when they're gonna come out to measure the countertops. All the cabinets have to be in, that's the catch. It's real tricky because our cabinets and our countertops clearly two different places completely. But the countertops are from a place in Pennsylvania and they are going to come out and make a template and measure everything and get it exact as soon as our cabinets are in. So the thing is, we have to get the cabinets and get those in quickly because then the countertop can come. And I realized, like, oh, if we get the cabinets, we could probably put the sink in, but I don't think we can. Oh no, maybe we can. We're doing an undermount sink. I'll have to see what happens when the cabinet comes, if we can put the sink in. But for the short term, I'm going to end up having my cabinets in with plywood over the top of them for countertops. But at least I'll have something to set things on. It's a process. If you've done a renovation of a kitchen, comment below and share your horror stories with me so I don't feel so bad. I don't think anything is, well, I mean, I know a lot of things are more horrible, but it's like first world problems. I'm complaining about my ridiculous kitchen, you know, so I can't complain. I mean, it's like I have running water, I have electricity, I have no complaints. That's why I will never get bitchy about stuff like this. It's like when it gets here, it gets here. Yeah, I haven't had a kitchen in a year. You know what? There are people who don't have clean drinking water. So that goes back to my original, see how I wound that around, to my caring about people on the planet. I mean, there are people who have no clean drinking water. They're starving. They have no food. Over my dead body, am I going to bitch about my expensive kitchen not being this, that, or the other? It's like, I'm just thankful to have a kitchen. I'm thankful for the home I have and the life I have. So whenever I have a kitchen, you know? It is what it is. Anyway, I got some great dollar store stuff. God, the Dollar General in town is so much better than the one by me. The one by me is straight up like, well, for one thing, it looks like a swarm of locusts went through it. It was so empty, you know, it was really empty when I went there, and it not very clean, stuff everywhere. The one that's in town is like the bougie Dollar Tree, I swear. I can't believe everything's $1 in there. I got some good stuff. Wait, Jeep Wave. Jeep Wave. Sorry. What's really bad is when my husband's driving his truck and I'm sitting in the passenger seat and Jeeps go by, I just get like Jeep FOMO, and I have to have my hand down on my lap and I'm waving at the Jeeps. Oh God, I'm so hungry. I did buy salads, by the way. Yay me, pat on the back. I passed by 3 fast food places. I did not stop at any of them. I got all these cool new clothes. I got all kinds of stuff. I want to start wearing all my summer clothes, and y'all, I gotta lose like 40 pounds. I'm not just saying, oh, she's saying she's gotta lose 40 pounds. She doesn't look like it. No, I am 40 pounds heavier than I was before the whole pandemic thing started last year. I gained about 40 pounds. Actually, a little bit more than that, between 40 and 50. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. I worked so hard to lose all that weight. I talked about that in a vlog before. If you look in my hot mess vlog and watch those, there's one where I talk about my weight and I'm sitting out on my deck. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch that one. I talk about how I was really overweight, then I lost all this weight, now I gained it again. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not hating on myself because of it. I'm actually quite okay with where I'm at. I'm not unhappy with my weight right now. I mean, but it's not healthy. But I don't hate myself. I don't hate the way I look. I even like the way I'm looking in my clothes and everything. It's just, I want to feel a little bit better. I need more energy, and there are things I don't like. I like being more muscular. I like having more muscle tone. So mostly with not going to the gym, I've lost my muscle tone, and that really bothers me because I need to keep my muscle tone up. Otherwise, I'm just all, I'm like a blob. You look like melted ice cream. Name that movie. I'm telling you, every time I do this, it's a name that movie. Name that movie. You look like melted ice cream. We just watched that yesterday, by the way. Not telling you what it is. You better name it below. Comment below. Who said it? Oh, bonus points. Who said you look like melted ice cream? Who are they saying it to, and which movie? And it's one of my favorites, by the way. Since I got my second vaccine last Wednesday, I said that once I got my second vaccine, I was going to start going back to the gym, and my doctor okayed that. Because I do have all the asthma and the breathing problems, and I kind of feel better going back to my gym now that I'm vaccinated. I'm going to wait, what did they say? Like, I forgot how long they said, but I want to make sure I am like fully as immune as I can be. I don't know. I've heard like varying things. It's like, oh, in the first 24 hours. Oh, in the first 48 hours. Oh, in the first week. Oh, no, it's the first 2 weeks. So screw it. You know, I'm busy this week anyway. I'm probably going to start going to the gym next week if all goes well. That's the plan. I have been paying for my gym membership for the past year. Except for when they did the massive shutdowns of everything. They had to close the gym completely. And they put everyone's memberships on hold. I'm going to start going back. I'm probably going to go back next week, I think. I think this week I'm just trying to get my eating more balanced. I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to eat. The HelloFresh is really helping. I'm eating actual meals, and I know how many calories are in them. This is the first time in, I don't know, like probably 6 or 8 months that I just went out and did my errands and shopping, and I didn't stop and get fast food. And I usually just get French fries and a Coke anyway because I don't eat meat and stuff. So, or I go to Taco Bell and I get like the refried bean tacos with fresca, whatever it is, salsa fresca on it. Oh, so good. So good. And it's like pretty healthy actually. I mean, it's still a little fattening, but if you avoid the dairy, like the cheese and the sour cream, it's refried beans on a taco shell with lettuce and fresh salsa. So, but at the same time, I feel really stupid buying that because I could make that at home for a fraction of the price, and mine would probably be even better, especially when I make my own salsa, which is, oof. I love growing my own tomatoes and making fresh salsa, and I grow tomatillos, and I make salsa verde. and I do canning, so I can my salsas. This is the best thing about having a Jeep. Am I driving through my yard right now? Over these giant rocks to go into my yard to take all the to take all the chicken feed back? Yes, I am. Jeep life, Jeep life. Oh my God. Except for I have to not hit my gardens. Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm driving through here, and I'm driving through here. I'm gonna drive over these rocks right here and try not to hit this tree. Okay, so I'm just gonna unload all the feed while I'm parked in my yard. Fun. Okay, so feed is delivered. I just cut this broke this branch in this tree, so I'm trying to not hit that and not hit my, so I don't want to scratch up my paint on this. I know. So here we go, up the hill and up and over, and yes, I did have to throw her in 4-wheel drive. Oh, yes, and woo-hoo! And down the hill. Okay. Oh my God, Jeeps are so fun, y'all.